everyone. Today in this video I am going to discuss about the mechanism or the two different phases of photosynthesis. Do watch the video till the end. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe my video. So let's begin. Today in this video we are going to discuss the two mechanism of photosynthesis or two phases of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is divided into two phases. The first one is a light dependent phase and the second is light independent or dark phase. Light dependent phase indicate that this steps or this phase will take place in presence of sunlight, and the dark phase, which means that it will take in the daytime only, in daytime, but does not require light. It's very important to understand the dark phase does not indicate that it will take in the evening or somewhere in the dark. The dark phase indicates that it will take in the daytime, but it does not require light for its activity. Now let's us see the basic difference. So let's write light phase here and the dark phase. First, let's see in which site of the plant the light phase takes place. That is the site of location. This takes place in thylakoids of grana, and dark phase, which or we can call it as light independent phase, it takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. This was the first difference. The second difference, which we have already which is dependent on the name of the phase, one is that it needs light. The second is no need of light. Now we are going to discuss the steps of what happens in the light phase. The light phase is mainly begins with the activation of the chlorophyll, which we have seen that chlorophyll is present in the chloroplast, and the activation of chlorophyll will initiate the rest of the cells in the light phase. Light phase first step, activation. The chlorophyll gets activated by the sunlight. How? It absorbs photon, which is the smallest unit of light, and upon it getting activated, it then helps in splitting of water. What happens in splitting of water? The water which is present on the surface of the leaves is splitted or broken down into hydrogen ion plus oxygen, and electron is also released. This is a reaction is not balanced. We need to balance it out. So this will stand out to be, yeah. So splitting of water is also known as photolysis. What this photolysis means? Photo means light and lysis means to break down. That means the splitting of water or the breakdown of the water in presence of light is known as photolysis. Remember, in ICSE, you always get a question for 1 marks to define what is photolysis. So the splitting of water in presence of light is basically known as photolysis. This will be the answer for that question. Now, after the water is splitted, we have got three byproduct. One is hydrogen ion, the next is oxygen, and third is electron. This hydrogen ion is then accepted by a molecule which is present in its reduced form, that is NADP plus hydrogen. Then it forms an active form of it, that is NADPH. This NADP is nothing but nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide phosphate. This abbreviations is always asked. So do study the full form of this abbreviation NADP plus, which is nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide phosphate. When this molecule accepts an hydrogen, it forms NADPH, which is required for providing the energy in the dark phase. Then this hydrogen is accepted by NADP plus. What will happen to this electron? This electron is then used by ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate. There's two phosphate, that's why we call it as diphosphate. With in presence of electron, what will it do? It forms ATP, which we all know is a currency of energy. So this ADP accepts the electron and then forms ATP. This ATP is required for the energy, providing the energy in the formation of glucose. And the last byproduct, which was oxygen, is released out as molecular oxygen into the atmosphere. One more thing which I forgot to say is that this ADP accepting an electron and forming ATP, this step is known as phosphorylation. Why? Because see, it was in this ADP we had two phosphate. One, when it accepts an electron, or we can say when it accepts an phosphate, what happens? It becomes ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. That means from two phosphate, now we have three phosphate. So there is an addition of phosphate. So we call this process as phosphorylation. And since it happens in the presence of light, we call it as photophosphorylation. This question also comes in your board examination to prepare the definition of it. This was all about the light phase. That first it begins with activation of chlorophyll. Then after the activation of chlorophyll, the water is splitted. Then the water is splitted into hydrogen, ion, oxygen, and electron. This is then accepted by NADP plus, which is nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide phosphate, and it then forms NADPH, which is required for the dark phase. This oxygen is released into the air as molecular oxygen, and we breathe this oxygen. We take this oxygen for breathing. This electron is then required or used up by the ADP to convert itself to the active form, that is the energy currency of the cell, that is in ATP. Now what happens? This was the overall representation of the light phase. And we have learned many terms over here. That was photolysis, splitting of the water. Then we have studied the photophosphorylation, that is in the presence of light, when ADP, addition of the phosphate to the ADP to form ATP. And we have learned two abbreviations, full form of the abbreviation, that was NADP plus and ADP. Now we are going to discuss about the dark phase. We don't need to study much in the dark phase, only few terms, only two steps we need to study. The dark phase. The first thing is that the NADPH form in the light phase will react with CO2 from the atmosphere, and it forms C6H12O6, which is the formula for glucose. So the NADPH from the light phase reacts with CO2 forming glucose. This is the step. And what happened? The ATP which was formed in the light phase gives the energy for this reaction. When glucose in excess for the plant, when the plant has fulfilled its requirement, what will happen to the glucose? What does glucose do? Glucose then, in a special arrangement, they arrange themselves in such a manner and they form starch. That means glucose polymerizes themselves in such a way they form a polysaccharide which is known as starch, and it is stored in the plant, and as and when the plant required, they use it for the activity. So the formation of glucose, the formation of starch from glucose is known as polymerization. So this is what all about that we need to study about the two phases of photosynthesis. One was light phase and the dark phase. The difference we saw was the light phase is dependent on light. Dark phase is independent of light, which means it takes place in the daytime, but for its activity it does not need light. Then we saw the site of occurrence. The light phase occurs in the thylakoids of grana, and the dark phase occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. Then we saw the steps that take place in the light phase and the dark phase. And one more thing, we can say this CO2 means over here we require an enzyme also, which is Zubisco, for this conversion. So please do study this part. This is all what you need from these two phases. In my next video, I will be discussing on the experiment related to photosynthesis. Hope you find this video helpful. Thank you.